Good evening, Yu-Gi-Oh players and card collectors of all kinds. Welcome back to the channel. We're here to do another deck profile for you guys. This is my Forbidden Cyber Dragon deck. It's Cyber Dragons mixed with gimmick puppets and a few other machines and helpful cards. Next week, because the vote was close, I will do the Power Tool Dragon deck. But this week, Cyber Dragons won. So, starting with gimmick puppets, I have Humpty Dumpty. I have 2 copies of Machine Tall, 1 copy of Scissors, 1 copy of Dazed Troy, 1 copy of Beask Doll, 1 copy of Dreary Doll, 1 copy of Terror Baby, 1 copy of Gear Changer, 1 copy of Shadow Feeler, a Perform Puppet, and a Junk Puppet. In terms of extra machines, the heart and soul of this deck happens to be the Perfect Machine King. Then I have a Gizmic Okami. I have an Honest in here. I have a Biofalcon, a Catapult, a Mechanical Chaser, and an Electromagnetic Turtle. I also have some Smashing Ground, Machina Armor Unit, a Machine Duplication, a Heavy Storm, a Swords of Revealing Light, Lightning Vortex, Limiter Removal, Rare Metamorph, Stormy Mirror Force, Drowning Mirror Force, ooh, damn, Damage Vaccine Omega, and an Infinite Impermanence in gold with raised foil. I hope you guys are enjoying these deck profiles so far. I have many more decks for you to see throughout the year. And eventually I'll be doing updates on my decks so that you can see how I change the cards throughout when I get more dollar store cards and things of that nature. Alright. Moving on to Cyber Dragons. I have 1 Nashter, 1 Eltianin, and 1 Cyber Dark Chimera. Then I have 1 Cyber Valley, 2 Dragon Veer, 2 Dragon Core, 2 Dragons Y, 2 Dragon Hers, 2 Dragon Dre, 3 Proto Cyber Dragons, 3 regular Cyber Dragons, 1 happening to be a 25th anniversary. Gotta love that 25th symbol. I'm not a huge fan of Konami's decisions all the time, but this was probably one of my favorites for sure. I have a Cyber Repair Plant, 2 Rev System, Evolution Burst, Battle Fusion, Power Bond, Regular Polymerization, and Overlord Fusion, Evolution and Burst to go with the Overload Fusion, and a Fusion Deployment. And then traps, I've got a Cyber Network, Cybernetic Overflow, Cyber Shield Gardna, 3 of a Kind, Cyber Summon Blaster, and Fusion Reserve. As always, after I do the extra deck, I'll show you guys some hands. I shouldn't say as always. As of recent, when we changed that, since it seems to have gotten more interest, I'll show you some hands with this Cyber Dragon deck. Whoops, sorry for bumping the camera. I got the camera at a weird angle. I accidentally moved the camera holder by rearranging its positioning by accident, and I haven't really figured out how to put it back together the way I like it since. In terms of Cyber Dragon extra tech, I've got a Cyber Dragon Seeger, Eternity Dragon. I have 2 End Dragons, 2 Twin Dragons. I have a Paracycloid just because, you know, why not? I've got the Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon, Chimera Tech Over Dragon, Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, and Chimera Tech Mega Fleet Dragon. Then I've got a Wind Up Xenomorph. I've got a Digvorzak. I've got 2 Novas, an Affinity, 2 Gimmick Puppet Gigantic Dolls, a Drill Driver. This one's a new one. The Ocrist of the Evening Star. I've got a 15 and a C15, a 40 and a C40. Actually, I've got 2 C40s. Cool. Did not realize I had 2 C40s. It's been a while since I looked at this deck. Show you some hands. Got 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. Ooh, that's not a good starting hand. Well, for that one, the only thing I could possibly do is yeah, go with scissors. Send a Gimmick Puppet for my deck to the graveyard. Probably send the Gimmick Puppet Risk It All because I don't see a better choice. Yeah. Not the best starting hand. Let's see if we can get a better hand to start. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. That's a little better. Start with the Honest in defense mode. Start with 3 of Kind face down. The opponent attacks into the Honest. Assuming it doesn't die or the Honest returns to my hand on my next turn. Cyber Dragon goes out. Cyber Dark down. And we're on our way. If you're wondering why some of my other decks seem a little more optimal than other ones, it's because I recently tried to go back to competition, and as such, my more recent decks were built with competition in mind. Whereas most of my older decks were built mainly for my own benefit, in terms of I just love the cards. In some cases, it's also has a lot to do with the fact that I use these cards for other purposes besides playing the game. To help me with my depression, and I've actually been able to do different types of things with them as well that include readings and stuff like that. So, I mean, if anything that ever interests you, by all means, leave a comment. But this hand is also not the best. Probably not going to be able to show you much of anything good with this one. Rev system, I can special summon a Cyber Dragon from hand or graveyard, but I don't have any. Cyber Repair Plant doesn't work either. Go one more. I suppose if I wanted to make this a competitive deck, I would drop the Gimmick Puppets. Would be my first move. But I think they're really funny looking, and I really enjoy their sort of childish nature. How they're all like little dolls and things. I find that cute. So I got a Y and a Veer, so I mean I've got a lot better hand this time to play with. Overload Fusion. Is already in hand too, so yeah, I would probably go with this Y. Reveal the Overload Fusion. It becomes Cyber Dragon, special summon. And then whether I would overlay or into something, I'm not sure. Probably not. I don't think I have any level 4s other than Gimmick Puppets. And you require Gimmick Puppets in order to make Gimmick Puppets. Yeah. But I could overlay into, or I could play Seeker, which is awesome too. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. I hope that the deck was more than what you were expecting and that you enjoyed seeing it. Please like, comment, subscribe as per always. And much love to you guys. Have a good night. Bye.